You might want to start over. You should do
Sam Greer, working class hero. This is for you, Internet. This is for you. And the crowd goes wild. We may wake the dead today with our jubilant celebration. Okay, so Sam Greer was. I think we decided to use the word squatter on the Kitsilano, on property at Kitsilano, sort of where Kitts Point, Kitts Beach is today. In fact, Kitts Beach used to be called Greer's Beach by a lot of people. It was renamed when the electric tram started to go past, and they decided to name the station Kitsilano, sort of make a point, and started to erase Greer from the history books. It's only relatively recently, in the 60s I believe it was, where a short section of street in Kitts Point was actually named Greer instead of Small Street, which is what it was called before.
And
so
the housing co-op is there, right there.
It's right there.
In Kitsilano.
So,
Yeah.
so at least there's still something of this poor guy. So, as I was saying before, his sort of the most famous thing was when he shot the sheriff in 1891, and it goes a little something like this. The description. This is the description from the newspaper at the time. About 5 shots buried themselves in the sheriff's left cheek. Another went through his shirt just by his neck, while his coat and overcoat were shot in a number of different places, the buttons being even taken off. He was standing about 5 feet from the gun, and if the shot hadn't been spent in the door, it would have killed him. And if that shot was even half an inch higher, it would have struck him in the eye. Sam had actually shot through his door. The further report says that the hole was large enough for a house cat to go through. Because they were trying to evict him. And eventually they did. They arrested him, obviously, for shooting the sheriff. He spent a little bit of time in jail. He lost the property. The CPR gained it. Now you have a lot of people, well-to-do, living in Kitts Point, who actually still don't like anybody coming into their neighborhood. It's amazing. You can't run buses through Kitts Point, right? They're very uppity about protecting their little enclave. But in the end, he did have a long life, although, lost his very nice property, which had a nice little farm on it. There was a small dairy building. There was he had a couple of cows. He had chickens. He had goats. And apparently he was well enough off at the end that he managed to get himself a pretty nice darn marker. So that's the short version of Sam Greer.